Thank you very much, Farhad Bhaiya. I'm Afrina Khan Pia, and I'm the moderator for the closing session. So in this session, it will be followed by our CEO, Uddog and Uddogta Bangladesh, Ms. Shirin Jahan. She will give us the session summary, and later it will be followed by Mr. M.M. Raihan's what's next for Uddog and Uddogta for this part. And he's the Vice President of Uddog and Uddogta Japan. And later, last but not the least, Ms. Yamashita Haruka will give us the thanking speech for this one. She's the project director of Uddog and Uddogta Japan. So now I would like to request our CEO, Ms. Shirin Jahan, for the session summary.
Thank you, Afrina. So I'm sure, like me, all of you had a great day with lots of learning from our distinguished resource persons and speakers. It was really a great day because we learned many things from so many resourceful people. So to summarize, today we had a total 5 plenary sessions. In session 1, we had discussion on Japan-Bangladesh 50 years relationship, where speakers discussed mainly on the Japan-Bangladesh diplomatic and economic relationships since 1972 and the future prospects of both countries. Also, we came to know about the Japan's support for education and youth development for Bangladesh, where mainly discussion came on the language barrier, cultural differences, and also the funding issue. Actually, here our speaker said that without proper funding, education in Japan is a bit tough, higher education. So he also shows us a few ways to get funding. So in session 2, discussion was about entrepreneurship to achieve SDGs. And in this session, we got to learn about the digital health entrepreneurship to achieve SDG 3. So there were discussion on the role of sustainable technologies in achieving the SDGs and preparation of Bangladesh to achieve SDG 8 and 9, economic and industrial growth. So all these topics were discussed in that session. So in session 3, there were 3 young promising women entrepreneurs from different countries who shared their startup journeys with us, where they emphasize on mainly empowering women and solve youth unemployment problem. I especially loved the motto which came from the managing director of Sunrin Global that she's mentioned, no one will be unemployed and they will do what they love, which is very important to me because you cannot, you cannot tie today's youth. So they eventually do what they love. So I hope her motto will be succeed. All the best to her. Then last but not the least, in session 4, session 5 was the last one. Session 4 was the most interesting one. Actually, it was about the story of failures. I'm saying it interesting because actually everyone is always love to share their success stories, and we also like to listen the success stories. But we actually should not forget that behind a success story, there are always many stories of falling, being strong, and starting all over again towards the success road with new enthusiasm and finally achieving those goals. So this is what we learned today from the real life stories of our honorable speakers. So how they struggled, how they tried over and over again, and finally they achieved their goals. This is very important. And lastly, in session 5, which just finished, that's how to start an entrepreneurship, where the discussion was on the sources of startup finance. Several opportunities have been discussed. Then legal issues to start a company in Japan. We had a very good discussion on this. And at last, the steps to start an entrepreneurship. So this was the total summary of this day. And from all the session, in every session actually, one barrier was that language and cultural barrier. In every session, it was in light a few. So I think it's another opportunity where our young entrepreneurs may focus. So let's overcome these barriers. And if anyone from the panel want to add something, if I missed anything.
I think you did, you covered everything. So we can go for next task.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shirin.
Thank you, Shirin. Now I would like to request Mr. M.M. Raihan to give us the what's next for the Uddog and Uddokta Japan.
Thank you, Afrina, for giving me the platform. Nice to talk in this platform for the very first time. Today, the whole day you have heard the term Uddog and Uddokta Japan Association, I think for thousands of times. So here I would like to clarify, like who we are, what is our goal, what is our motive. So I'll not take that much time. Just in short, I will cover some of the point about our introduction. Although you already know, but there are a lot of new participants, and so I'd like to clarify our goal in front of them. So I'm M.M. Raihan, acting as a vice chairman for the organization, and I'm also doing my PhD at University of Leeds, UK. Now I'm staying in UK and joining online. Yeah. First of all, I would like to clear who we are. We are a registered non-profit organization in Japan and Bangladesh for the support of creating entrepreneurship. We started our journey in Bangladesh as the name Uddokta Foundation in 2012 in a small scale and volunteering basis. But we started our journey in Japan as Uddokta Japan Association in 2020. We have several objectives. Some of our main objectives I have summarized here, like to work for entrepreneurship development and sustainability, to solve various social problems and to achieve SDGs through entrepreneurship activity. And our main focus is like to provide research, training, and consulting services. And also would like to promote women entrepreneurship in Bangladesh and Japan. So who will be benefited through our activities? Any foreign nationals who would like to start a business in Japan, and also Japanese people who wish to invest in foreign startups or to contribute in achieving SDG goals. And also we have opportunity to do, would like to create opportunities to do business for the people who would like to conduct a business from their home country in Japan. And mostly the unprivileged communities in developing or underdeveloped countries to help them become micro-entrepreneurs. So what service basically we provide? We are aiming to provide knowledge-based support to make the entrepreneurs become more efficient and successful. And we would like to provide financial support, like the capital support for entrepreneurship startup. And finally, the sustainable development support to use the modern business technique for business sustainability. So here is our long-term goal. We're aiming to create 2,000 women entrepreneurs by next 5 years in 4 phases that are deployed here. Also, one of our major tasks is to set e-commerce based retail business in Bangladesh and also to set up retail store offline or online in Japan. one thing I would like to clear why we would like to focus on women entrepreneurship. This data say like the female labor force participation rate in Bangladesh is only 36%. And also the female unemployment rate in Bangladesh is 6.2%. So what is the consequence of this unemployment that hinders women's rights and participation in decision making? This scenario is worse in case of Japan. Although Japan has like good education and a healthy life expectancy, but when it comes to the socio-economic life, the scenario is not good. The nation ranks 120th out of 153 nation with a gender equality gap of 34.4%. So how to solve this problem? We believe that women empowerment by entrepreneurship is the best way to solve this social crisis. So far, to achieve our goal, we have already signed one MOU with Jhumka Bangladesh to promote women entrepreneurship through microfinancing. So who is our beneficiary group? So we are working to empower women in the rural areas of Bangladesh who are living under the poverty line. So what next? So as we already mentioned that we are expanding our network to Nepal and Cambodia to have collaborative work. And finally, what we provide to our members, especially, we provide some special service to our members, like including delivering training on entrepreneurship or business, and individual counseling to the entrepreneurship, provide legal counseling for business operation in Japan, rendering help in business fund or capital sourcing, and joint effort for market development for sustainable benefits. Last but not the least, we will continue the meeting in every 2 years. So please join with us in Facebook and LinkedIn. We'll continue to promote our activities through the social media. And finally, we believe that you and me together can change the world. So join with us. Thank you all for your time and effort. Greetings from Uddaka Association. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. M.M. Raihan, for your inspiring presentation. Now I would like to request any feedback from our members and also the participants, anyone who would like to give us the feedback.
Yeah, I think, sorry, I'm just interrupting. Professor Monir Kumar Barai, he was to leave. So before leaving, I would like to request Professor Barai, sir, could you please make some concluding remarks to our initiative and to this program and the future guidelines, what actually we need to do in future?
Thank you very much. It's an honor. I believe that you have requested me to talk about this. First thing, I must congratulate you and your initiative. I think it is one of the biggest initiatives I have seen so far in Japan, where Bangladeshi students, Bangladeshi young age people, they have taken the initiative to bring a lot of people together. And I find that even today at this late hours, we have 41, 42 participants. It's still a good number. So at the moment, yes, the world is not passing through a good time. There are many problems. We understand that COVID has created a problem, and also the Ukraine war is another issue that has come up. And to overcome the problem, basically the third world countries will face huge problem. We are talking about FDI, we are talking about enterprise, entrepreneurship development, and flow of fund might be affected because of all these problems that is coming. So at that stage, the local initiatives will be very important, as you are taking. Okay, local initiative could be very important. And I think in Bangladeshi context, that will be very helpful. And secondly, if you can develop any kind of relationship, any kind of joint ventures with the entrepreneurs in Japan or the top businessmen in Japan and Bangladesh, that would be very nice, because I understand Bangladesh has, or overall, Bangladesh has a very good impression within Japan. And many of the people are interested, though we have some problem of that holy artisan kind of thing, but I think people have overcome that problem. I mean, initially it was a huge setback for us, but I believe the Japanese businessmen will be interested in Bangladesh in the changing geostrategic context. Okay, so I wish all of you who have assembled here, who were there earlier, to take the lessons of the whole day sessions and try to make it, try to give it a concrete shape, practical shape. And I hope your organization and all the participants, all the activities, they can play a very good role. I wish you all the best to you and your organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to request Imamura-san to give us the thanking speech.
I think, sorry, let me wait. I think we have some more guests here. So at the end, we can request Imamura-san for closing vote of thanks. Before that, you can ask the some of our speakers. Like I would like to request Mr. Salman first to make a concluding remarks, very brief. Mr. Salman, are you there? Okay, if he's not available, I would like to request Dr. Rubina. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much. It's been a very enlightening and informative session. Thank you very much for the invitation. And I'm looking forward to the collaboration with the Uddokta Japan with Bangladesh. I'm sure we can work in many, many aspects. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Now I would like to request Mr. Shahriar to give us some feedback. Mr. Shahriar Hussain.
Yeah, so I was joining from my mobile. So yeah, thank you. And it's a really wonderful sessions. All the participant was very, very informative. And I personally believe that, this will be it's not only a start, but one of the biggest, revolutionary things in the future. So I really appreciate your effort. And I myself also, learned a lot of things from here. And I think that the platform we can use for teach and learn each other's, So that's my comments, quick comment. Thank you for arranging this.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to request Dr. Tutul to give us the feedback.
Okay, thank you. To be honest, a platform is necessary to build up business in Japan, which was lacking. I think that Uddok and Uddokta, we can use this platform to build a better business relation between Bangladesh and Japan, and especially develop entrepreneurship in Japan. To be honest, we do not have any data. Who are doing business here? How many businessmen here? What is their yearly sales? How many students came in Japan? Nothing. It's very surprising also. And I think I do not want to complain with anyone. Someone should take the responsibility to collect all the data in a specific and through some specific platform that easy to understand others. For example, in Bangladesh, in Japan, we still do not know how many Bangladeshis living here. From this platform, we are trying to collect the name of the company registered by Bangladeshis. The response is not that much as expected. Only maybe we can collect around 20 to 25 companies information here. But if you compare with the other countries, they are much more organized in Japan. Okay, so I think this is the platform. We can connect each other. We can use it as a platform where Bangladeshi people, as well as Nepalese and some others people also can start their business here in a very good right way. And I would like to thank Bipu especially and his team. I know how much hard they work to come to this stage. It's a very successful program, I believe, and it will help a lot to generate new idea. Thanks everyone, every participant, and especially the team. It's very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your valuable feedback. Now I would like to request our team members to give your feedback about the program. Starting with Farhad Bhaiya, can you please give us a very small 1 or 2 line feedback?
I think I talked too much, so I have nothing to say more. Just thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, all the panelists, all the guests, moderators, and especially our beloved team members. You did a wonderful job. Last 2 months, you did great work to make this happen. I'm grateful to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to request Mr. M.M. Raihan to give us a very short feedback so we can go forward. Thank you.
First of all, thanks all the guests and participants for your great time and effort. This is our first, we have started our journey, and I believe it's satisfactory. So we expect your collaboration in future. Thanks all, and thanks all the team members.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to request Ms. Samira Hussain to give us her feedback about it. Hello, Ms. Samira, can you hear me? Okay, if not, then I would like to go to any of our other members who would like to give us the feedback. Okay, then now I would like to request Imamura-san to give us the thanking speech. Imamura-san, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I speak Japanese? Okay. 皆様本日はお疲れ様でした。九州大学の今村です。代理として日本語で皆様への感謝を述べさせていただきます。ゲストの皆様、講演者、モデレーター、UUJP チームメンバー、そして参加者の皆様、多大なるご協力に感謝いたします。皆様のおかげで本当に素晴らしいセッションとなりました。本日のセッションを通して講演者の方々から多くの新しいことを学ぶことができました。このような知識や経験は、私たちや他の若者の起業の旅に必ず役立つと思います。今後もこのような取り組みを続けていきたいと思っております。ウドクタジャパンは若者を中心とした社会組織ですが、皆様のご指導とご協力により、そうした限界を乗り越えることができます。これからも企業育成と社会発展のために活動していきますので、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。Thank you so much. Now, finally, I would like to thank the chief guest, special guest, guest of honor, moderators, speakers, Uddok and Uddokta Japan team members, and all attendees for your tremendous cooperation. It was really a wonderful day-long session, and we learned so many new things from our honorable speakers. I think this knowledge and experience can help us and other youths in their entrepreneurial journeys. Now we will try to continue such type of initiatives in near future. Uddok and Uddokta Japan is a youth-based social organization. We may have done few mistakes in some parts, but your guidance and cooperations can help us to overcome those limitations. Keep in touch with us. We will keep working on entrepreneurship development and social development. Please follow us in our social media and contact us for any help and support. Thank you so much. Now I would like to close the session here. See you again. Thank you for attending. Thank you so much.